me single-handedly with my grandmother and all my mom's sisters. With the black families, it happens and it's not even spoke of until A, one of the children get caught. B, you're just so out there, you can't help but notice it. Everyone asks me, when will I tell my family? And I always say, when opportunity knocks. When the opportunity presents itself, then I will sit them down and I will tell them.
The top from the pen or something?
I have all these boys. This is where it all begins. So what we have here is like 7 years of my life. Guys I was involved with. These boys. To my everything. Being in the penitentiary, they come home after doing time. Guys who I've been involved with come from prison. And to me, that's where it begins. That's where guys are more or less turned out to being sexual with other guys. I have sex with guys, and it's something that everyone will have to know. They can kick it with you, be friends with you, go to the bar with you, and at the same time you guys are having some type of sexual relationship, and no one knows. A lot of guys have told me that they like to see a hard-body man on their knees, and that turns them on. At that age, I consider myself on the down low. So this down low thing isn't something new. It's just something that's just being talked about. At a young age, I found how to go about having sex with guys, which is playing football. You tackle me, we wrestle, things like that. And I guess, just growing up and exploring, sexuality or one's sexual identity. And that's where it begins. I guess that's where homosexuality begins, is in experimenting and exploring one's sexuality. You have white guys that like black guys for different reasons. I'm with someone at this moment, and we live our lives as thugs. I mean, we both have mustaches, goatees, and, we kick it like best friends. And it's comfortable to him. So therefore, when we go out in society, we don't hold hands or nothing like that. We don't show no type of affection. We may look at girls, and things like that. Just projecting the image of being just straight individuals. When I met this individual, there was things about me that he didn't know that I had to hide from him. And it was hard. He didn't know about this lifestyle of mine. It can be confusing, living like two lives.
My name's Ray. I'm 20, and yes, I consider myself on the down low. Nobody knows about me other than the people around me and the people that I date. No, my parents are deceased. My parents doesn't know. No, but no one in my family knows though. Yeah, I still date women. I have 2 kids. I was in middle school. I had my high school, my sweetheart or whatever. We were together throughout whole middle school. I got locked up. During the time I was going through that, I found out that my girlfriend was pregnant. For the first 6 months, they had me on shelter care. That's like the real detention center. And then after a while, I did what I was supposed to do, and they put me on a residential unit. I got a job. The only guy working the job on the residential side. and I completed the program within the next 6 months. For the most part, yeah. Because any guy that will mess with another guy is gay. I never hesitated to say, oh, well, that guy's ugly and that guy's cute, so with that, I knew. Because I prefer both. Rather wake up to a woman, I'd rather wake up and see a woman's face. I mean, that's why I don't date like guys like me. I date drag queens and femme queens. So that way I don't have the whole boy thing going. Most of the guys that experience prison are versatile. So which means that they go both ways. They'll take it and they'll give it. I'm the top. I'm not a bottom, so I use condoms. So. Like guys like me, it could be a guy like me, he could have AIDS, and the girl that he's messing with would know that he messes around and he has AIDS, and then they'll end up having or whatever, and she'll be tested. She'll test positive. Like I said before, guys like me, because I can go and I can approach a female, and that would be the last thing on her mind, me being gay and me messing with another guy. And just for instance saying I did or I was infected, she wouldn't know.
Me, majority of the people that I be around are either on the down low, drag queens, film queens, you know what I mean? And half of them don't really talk to their families and stuff about the things that they do for the same reasons I got, you know what I mean? They dress like women when they at home, and then when they go visit their parents and stuff like that, they dress like boys, you know what I mean? Because they don't want to tear a tie or whatever, you know? It's kind of scary. So hopefully when my son's mothers get a load of this, you know what I mean, they won't look at me no different. I was gonna marry my son's mother out here, but I got incarcerated and she started messing with this guy when I was gone. And when I came home, she was like, she loved me and wanted to be with me, but she developed feelings for this guy and she needed some time. Today is just like yesterday, you know what I mean? It wasn't promised to me, you know what I mean? If something happened to me, I can't say it was because of the DL lifestyle. I don't believe in random acts of violence. I believe everything is orchestrated by the Lord. I love women, but I have an urge to mess with men. Me being molested and stuff like that, you know what I mean? After that was stopped, I had urges then to, you know what I'm saying, do it and see. You know, I knew I liked to do, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't want to be forced to do it at that time, you know what I mean? But I didn't want nobody else to know, like, damn, sleeping with the same sex, it's like taboo. Everybody wants something that they can't have, you know what I mean? Everybody wants something they can't have. You know, like now, there's people now gonna know that, you know what I'm saying, I mess with men that didn't know. People I was in the penitentiary with, they gonna be like, damn, dog, I ain't even know this dude mess with guys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they call it the city of walls. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm serious. We got more penitentiaries than schools, seem like. I like to see the DL not be the DL, you know what I mean? I want it to be where everybody can accept, you know what I mean, a person's sexual preference, because that's all a DL is about, you know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with your lifestyle or, you know what I mean, or living lavish or being broke. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that, you know what I mean? It all boils down to what you like to do sexually.
People may make the down low seem like it's guys who dress like dope dealers, dress like thugs, and that's the guy that's on the down low because he sleeps with a woman and sleeps with a man at the same time, so he's on the down low. You can be on the down low from a lot of things.
You know, I've seen guys that I would look at and wouldn't even know messed around. I even know a guy now that's married. He is a white guy. He said he stayed with his wife for the kids. He's on the DL, most definitely.
I would define DL as being trapped, an entrapment. You're like you're entrapped within yourself.
Living that lifestyle, it's a lot of drama. It's more drama than just living a regular lifestyle.
DL is an individual that haven't come to grips with their sexuality. Something that's been going on for years, but it's just now coming out. Something which was always there,